Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief back in the QI Tower, the magnificent headquarters where we manage and run one of the most unbelievable network marketing organizations in the world, qnet, and the most unbelievable organization and family called the V. I'm so excited. I just got a call from Dato Sri Vijay, all right, discussing again 2023. Now, for those of y'all who are watching this Wednesday message, I sometimes do a sort of a evaluation who's watching me. So let me assume now, looking at this at the camera, some of you are brand new and your uplines told you, watch the Wednesday message. He's the same guy you watch in the welcome video and the 8 basic building blocks. So let me introduce myself. My name is Pathma Wednesday, aka Chief. All right, I'm your upline. I represent two of the greatest founders in the world, Japadas Bismarck and Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan. And the rest of you, all right, who watch the Wednesday message to get that injection of energy, motivation, or knowledge on Wednesday, because Thursday and Friday are crucial days for our journey in network marketing. And those who've been around a long time, my friends, my downlines, my leaders, who just want to see my gorgeous face for 15 minutes, all right. So today the time has come. All right, we are at the beginning of week number 9, and you know that when you run a network marketing organization, whether it's small or big, all right, whether you're just starting and you did your first sign up, or you did your first presentation, or you have an organization of 20,000 people, or you are maxing out, there always comes a time where you got to stop and take stock of what you have, what you're doing, whether you're doing the right thing, enough of the right thing, whether you're doing the wrong thing and you're not stopping, all right, whether your mindset is right, your attitude, your work ethic. And the first thing that all of you have to recognize today, watching this Wednesday message, is that you are today running your own business, all right. And there's a statement Dato Sri Vijay taught me a long time ago, is 2 letters per word, 10 words. If it is to be, it is up to me. What it simply means that this journey is yours. All right, and your destination that you are aiming for, each one of you, regardless how much you're struggling, no matter what challenges you are facing on this journey today, your destination is all the same. You want to achieve success. You want to achieve financial freedom. You want to get to a point where you can call yourself a successful business owner in this industry of network marketing. And you have to do it on your own. No matter what support you get from your uplines, what system you belong to, this journey is ultimately very much dependent on you, your attitude, your work ethic, how you look at things, how you react to things. All right, so today let's do an audit. Okay, and I'm going to ask you questions which are painful, which is a must. I'm your upline. Okay, I love you guys, but it's my duty to push you constantly. All right. And the first thing that you have to ask yourself is, do you still remember why you're doing this? All right? Because the biggest mistake or the biggest reason why people fail or quit in this business is because they have forgotten their destination. They have forgotten their goal. All right? Their dream from HD quality has become blur today. That they no longer know why they're doing this. The why is 2,000,000% more important than the how, the when, the who. It comes back to the why. And I have observed in the last 25 years building this organization that the people whose checks drop, whose organizations collapse, whose business generally slow down, comes back to one painful truth, that the leader, the upline, the referrer, you, reach a point where they no longer know why they are doing this. Now, I'm not saying that you have forgotten your dream. I'm saying that your dream is not as important as it used to be. All right? Or you have achieved a little bit of success and that has become your comfort zone, where you have downgraded your dream from financial freedom to survival. And this is the first thing you have to audit in yourself. Do you still remember your why? Do you know who and why you're doing this business for. Because this is not a job. This is not a social club. This is not about holding hands and singing Kumbaya. This is about reaching the destination. The journey and all that is beautiful. Thank you for being part of the journey. But being part of the journey is completely useless unless you know where you want to be in 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, with crystal clear clarity, with no doubt in your mind. So my first audit that you have to do is take out your dream list. Sit down, listen to Latika in a dark room alone and ask yourself, do you still know why you're doing this? Do you still remember your dream? Do you crystal clear know what the destination is? Alright? That's the first thing we have to constantly ask ourselves. Constantly. The second question I want to ask all of you on this Wednesday message, do you still believe you're working as hard as you truly can? Now this is a question Dato Sri always asks me. Alright, I'll tell him, Ane, I haven't slept for 4 days, I've been on calls, I've been recording videos, doing trainings on Zoom, handling challenges and crises. Alright, and he will always tell me, Pathman, do you think Pathman Senati Raja, that's me, alright, is working as hard as he really can? And I said, what do you mean? He said, everyone has a true potential of how hard they work. Alright, and then they drop, and then they don't work hard anymore. Now each one of you, I want you to remember that moment, that time where you considered yourself at the hardest working point of your journey in qnet. And if you really think about it, it's usually the beginning. The beginning of our journey, everyone works like a maniac. We don't sleep, we do presentation morning, afternoon, night. We're doing 10 times 8 basic building blocks. We are driving our car, sleep. I was just telling somebody a story how I slept in my car. Showered on the highway, bathroom stop to go to the next presentation and the next group presentation. Alright, we were maniacs. Our work ethic was at the highest level known to mankind. We never had to sleep. We never complained we were tired. We never counted the hours. We just worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. Now ask yourself, where is your work ethic right now? Is it at the max potential? Or are you 50%, 40%, 20%, but it feels like you're working hard? So I remember Dato Sri Vijay teaching me. It's sad, he told me, that I lost that Pathman I used to know and I got this new version of a Pathman. Yes, he's wiser, he knows how to handle things better, but where is the work ethic? Now today I wake up in the morning and my only goal in life is to work harder than anyone I know. To push myself back to the point where working hard is no longer measurable. That from the time you wake up till you go to sleep, like I said in my last Wednesday message, my son maxes out from time, wakes up, go to sleep. So ask yourself, audit yourself. Are you still working as hard as you used to? Or today have you become this superstar or this intellectual who tries to analyze your time and commitment and ultimately you don't work hard? Nothing replaces hard work. Nothing replaces the daily grind of presentation, training, systems, engaging, talk to people, talk to people, talk to people. Nothing replaces that. Your checks are completely dependent on the work ethic of your organization. And the work ethic of your organization is based on the benchmark that you create. If you reduce your work ethic, everyone in your organization reduces with you. Monkey see, monkey do. So wake up, smell the coffee. I bet you $1 million that today you are working far less compared to how you worked when you first signed up. My question is, why can't you maintain consistency and be a maniac every single day with a work ethic? You know this. This is the truth. You don't do as many presentations. You don't put in as many hours. You hold hands and sing Kumbaya with people because it makes you feel good. But ultimately, you're not working as hard as you used to. So work ethic is number 2. I think everyone's work ethic across the planet in qnet and the V has reduced. You don't need intellectual ability. You don't need to be a smart person to max out. You just need to be a damn hardworking, consistent maniac to max out. That's about it. Second audit that you have to do is your work ethic. The third audit, which I always talk about, that you guys don't talk about, is how many people are you truly raising in 2023? See, Dato Sri Vijay at the beginning of the year will make me sit down with him like a little child and ask me questions. Okay, Pathman, how many people are you going to raise this year? I say, I don't know. How many people is Pathman Senathi Raja is going to focus on raising to become a better leader in the V and qnet, corporate owned network? How many people? Right? Whether it's 1 or 25, it doesn't matter, but you need to know who you're raising. And I told you in 2023, the answer to a max out check, an answer to better weekly commission, an answer to a more successful you is based on how many leaders you can raise. And to raise leaders, you have to identify them and commit time and have content and dedication to raise leaders. So how many leaders are you raising? How many leaders have you raised in January and February? How many leaders are in your zone, your inner circle, whose checks have grown, whose mindset has improved, whose leadership quality has improved, who are capable of doing presentations in big platforms and trainings, or is it just you? So you being the best you can is useless in network marketing. Network marketing is about raising leaders who become better than you. Whether it's 2 people or whether it's 16, doesn't matter. Raise leaders. So how many leaders have you raised? How many leaders are in your raising, lists, the leaders you want to raise? And the fourth and final audit that you have to evaluate is the relationships you have. Because I addressed it in, I think, my Instagram live, I forgot. Right? It's all about people. It's all about relationships. Now I believe today network marketing has become very transactional. All right? How many BV? You. How many BV? How many BV? How many BV? How many BV? Go! Bring me the BV. That's not network marketing. Network marketing is about the strength of your relationships. It's about care. It's about love. It's about standing by their side, not standing behind them and telling them, go and bring that BV. You lose people when they realize you don't care. You lose people when they realize they're just a BV producer. That's not how Japa and Dato Sri Vijay built this family. They built it based on strength of relationships. Relationships is the ultimate measurement of your commission. I said this once. The strength of your relationship will decide the size of your weekly commission. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. So now let's do an audit. Ask yourself, how strong are the relationships with your leaders? How strong are the relationships with the people in your organization? How strong is the trespass you have with them? All right? How well can you convince them? All right? And raise them? See, ultimately, if you are here just to make money, this is a wrong platform. If you are here to build a legacy, to make money today and for the next 100 years, then this is the right choice. But you need to audit your relationships. You have to ask yourself, do they still believe in me? Do I still have trespass with them? Do they still believe I care? Even if you do care, if the other person doesn't believe, there's no care. All right? Is there enough loyalty between me and them? Because ultimately, you don't need 1 million people to be loyal to you. You have 16 solid leaders who are loyal to you. You can conquer countries, I promise you this. But you have to always stop and take stock and audit the strength of your relationships. Only then, all right, will you be able to build a sustainable long-term network marketing business and organization. So guys, today on this Wednesday message, let me remind you, do you still remember with absolute clarity why you're doing this business? Without the why, everything else I said is a complete waste of time. You need to remember your dream. You need to remember your purpose. You remember who and why you're doing this. All right? You need to have a work ethic like the early days when we started. We work like maniacs. I'm trying to keep up with that work ethic I had before. You need to understand that this business is about raising leaders. All right? Whether it's a brand new guy, you start the journey of raising them immediately. You got one downline, raise that person. Do you have the names? Are you committing the time and dedication to raise leaders? Because only when you raise leaders do you have a business that can last 100 years, like what Japa and Dato Sri Vijay did. And finally, all right, how strong are your relationships? Have you taken them for granted? Are they just your downlines by IR-ship? or have they become family? Because a team can build a network. A family will build an empire. Remember these words. So I love you guys. Do this audit. And Thursday, Friday, make week number 9 an unbelievable week. 2023, remember, right? I am your upline. And this year, we define our legacy. Love you guys.